Namaste everyone. Hopefully you all enjoying our yoga therapy course and finding some time to really practice and follow and explore some of the practices, some of the teachings that we all are trying to learn, understand, and then hopefully we all will be looking into the applications and how do we take it forward to people at different level. So in this little video, I thought I would take you through our beautiful Surya Namaskar, the sun salutation, Vedic Surya Namaskar. Now, Vedic Surya Namaskar had few different variations. For me, the simplest one, really very well composed sort of practice to enhance your breathing into the lower, mid and upper lobes. Also, it does really give you a nice sort of movement into your shoulder blades and then sort of your head, neck. Really helps opening our thoracic or chest area. So good for your mental, your emotional and spiritual well-being. And if we can take a bit of support of the chair as we are learning them on the chair, it can also give a little bit of stimulating or opening for your lower back, your legs, the muscles across your thighs and your hips or your pelvic area. But in a way, we think of especially for me, when we look at the people with various mental health problems or even some of the critical health issues where people can't really do much, then at least the first or the two parts of this Vedic Surya Namaskar, we can introduce or initiate people into to really enjoy the sense of energy flow and well-being. And it is a really typical practice to help balancing from your root all the way to the crown chakra, so balancing your nadis, your energy, enhancing our relaxation response. So some of these beautiful benefits we can offer to people is even on the chair. So I thought I will demonstrate the practice first in standing, as again I do use this practice quite a lot with people with the mental health problems or people who also struggle with the conscious deep or enhanced breathing, improving the hip or the leg movement, the flexibility. So I'll demonstrate in standing on the mat first, so you can see how we are adapting the practice for the chair variation. We come at front of the space. So we begin with the first kriya, which is really simple and beautiful, which hopefully most people can do it unless you're really struggling with the frozen shoulder. So our palms facing back and we breathe out here. With in-breath, we take our palms to the front, raising our hands to the heart, reaching up to Anjali Mudra. Some people may be able to also raise the heels up to come up on tiptoes and then breathe out and release. So we can just do that 3 times. So sort of doing like breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now the second step, we are actually from Anjali Mudra, we're coming down to this chord. So if I breathe in here, as we breathe out, we bend our knees and come forward to touch our fingers to the floor, and then breathing in, lifting back up. And breathe out, in, and out, and in, and out. So third step, we're opening into Virabhadrasana, one of the warrior variations. So breathing in, stepping our right leg back. We can have the knee on the floor if it helps. And then breathing out and stepping back. And then we do left leg, breathing in, stepping back. And out. If you feel comfortable, you can keep your knee floating like this. In. And out, left in, and out, and then lifting back up to release and relax. So now let's try to follow the practice, and we'll try a couple of different ways to do on the chair. So to do the first kriya, it's quite a nice work for people who are sort of like, on the wheelchair, or they can't really stand up for various health reasons. We can do quite a bit here. So stand straight, sort of feet under the knee if possible. We can put some cushions under if you need. So for first part, palms back, breathing in, palms to your heart and reaching them up into Anjali Mudra, and then out and release. In, out, in, and out. So for second part, if I was doing that on the chair as we coming forward into the Utkatasana, so say if I keep my hands to Anjali Mudra, I breathe in here, and then out and fold forward, touching the hands to the floor, and then breathing in, and then out, and in, and out, and in, and then we release our hands down. Okay, third part, then we will have to go sideways on our chair. So if I sit if possible, then I'm sitting with the left leg to the front. So right foot can be just, now depending on the hip movement and the back and the leg thing, some of people can just have it, the leg drop down there, so that's fine. If I can, I want to take my leg slightly further back, so I'm really sort of getting my growing the tailbone onto the chair with the front leg there. So if I come forward, hands to the floor, and then let's try breathing in, reaching up to Anjali Mudra, palms to the front, and out and returning back, in, out, in, out, and then we return, gently taking our leg back, and then we switch around. So now I've got the right leg extended behind, sitting up onto the left leg, again making it nice and comfortable. Take your hands to the floor when you're ready. Breathe out, in Namaskar, Anjali Mudra and palms to the front. And then breathe out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and then gently return back up. So turning around to come back to our relaxed place. Just take a moment. So that's quite a gentle way. The third part, obviously, it can be not maybe possible for many people, but that's okay. We can do the first and the second part and then avoid the third part, that's fine. So if we can, maybe if we are sort of slightly able to stand up, but say if we're struggling on the knees, back and hips, then we can do it with the support of the chair. So if I take my chair to the front of my space, so practice again, let's get that. So palms facing back. We breathe out here. Breathing in, palms to the front, to heart, into Anjali Mudra, and on the tiptoes if we can. Breathing out, we bend our knees and come forward to take a nice easy support onto the chair. So now you got nice support, balancing onto the left foot. Take your right leg back, and then out and release. Breathe in, reach back up, And then out and letting go or releasing your arms down. Again, breathing in, out. Reach your hands to heart, bend your knees to take a support under the chair, then left leg back. And then out, in, and out, and release. In, out, right leg back, in, out, in, out, in, out, then left in, and out, in, then out, in, out, right leg back in, out, in, out, in, out, then left in, and out, in, then out, okay, we can take it a slightly more deeper, depending on, say, if I can make a little bit more movement on my hips, then with the support of the chair. So we can do another 3 rounds that way. So if I breathe out here, and then in, palm to the front, to Namaskar and Anjali Mudra. With out breath, I come forward. Now taking the support under the chair, bending the knees a little further down. And then if I can step my right leg back and let's just come with the right knee on the floor. And then take your arms up. And then breathe out. Take your hands to the chair and step back. And in, rise back up. And out, arms down. In. And out, taking a nice comfortable lunge as far as you can. And left leg in. When you're ready, you can try to take your arms up and out. In, out. In, out. Right leg back, knee on the floor to take your arms over. And out. In, out, in, out, left leg back, in, out, in, out, in, out, right leg back, knee on the floor to take your arms over. And out, in, out, in, out, left leg back, in, out, in, out, and then stepping back and relax. So it's quite a simple but very beautiful practice, and we can do the sets of 3 rounds each to complete our sadhana or to complete our practice. Namaste.